All right, Lindsay Ball, wow, we have a story here. You're at the main event at Victoria Curling Rink in a fight against Maria Ramirez.
Yeah.
You fought well, but you were on the treadmill doing a stress test for 3 hours earlier today.
Yeah.
What kind of injustice is that?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, I'm completely fit. I've had the same ECG for the last. I'm completely fit. I've had the same ECG for the last 20 years. And, my doctor looked at it and said, you've got 44 beats a minute, you're totally fine, you're just, an athlete. And he okayed it, and everything was fine. And we asked the commission, and they said, yeah, everything's fine. One day before the weigh-ins, the commission said suddenly, because they knew, it takes a couple weeks or a week at least to get a stress test and another week to evaluate it. And right before the fight, they said, oh, you know what? She needs a stress test. And because one of the people in the commission, even after the doctor okayed it, sent my ECG to a doctor who doesn't even know me in Vancouver. And the doctor said, she doesn't have an average ECG, it's abnormal, so she better get a stress test because, you can't let her fight. And then they're like, yeah, well, unless she gets a stress test, she can't fight. And so the day of the weigh-in, I'm going around looking for a doctor. There's two more doctors who, in Victoria, Dr. Buey and Dr. Stock still. In addition to my doctor also said that I'm totally fine, and they still said no, it's not good enough, she's got to get a stress test. So I'm running around instead of eating after the weigh-in, I'm dehydrated, I'm thinking, what is this, right? Like, why would you wait till the last day, like the day of the weigh-in, to tell me this? And so finally, they said, I guess she can't fight then because she can't get a stress test. She might have a heart attack or whatever they think, And if something happens to her, if she drops, dead, in the ring, it's on us. So luckily we had a friend who was friends with a specialist. So he actually went on his day off today to get me the stress test, to look it over and to see if I'm okay. He had me running right up into the elite athlete level. He said that I could keep going right as an Olympic athlete. He said that I had one of the best hearts he's seen in a really long time. And I'm just pouring sweat, exhausted on this treadmill. I should be getting a massage, I should be getting ready for my fight, and here I am on a treadmill in some office. And then, so he called the doctors, he let, everyone know, he's like, you better okay her, because she's more fit than anyone on that show. I mean, she's been doing this for almost 20 years, and there's nothing wrong with her. And there's other people, who should be more, you'd be worried about first, right?
Well, the ridiculousness of the whole thing is it was more dangerous to put you through that test and deplete you.
Yeah.
Than it was to let you fight fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was tired. I was dehydrated. I wasn't quite myself. It's hard enough. I took a few years off, and it's hard enough, coming back after a few years, let alone having that kind of stress. You're not even worried about your fight. You're just worried about, can I fight? I'm a main event. There's people who paid money to see the show, and we can't suddenly just have me not. We flew people from Mexico. I want to tell them the fight's off, right? So, yeah, so he okayed it, and it's really sad because I already had a problem with the commission. They made professional kickboxing and Muay Thai illegal in BC because of paperwork there, and so it's actually really hurt me and my career already. And I feel like, if that wasn't enough, they're still trying to do it. And I did this fight today to take it, in a court even, so that, people can see, that there was an error. And since they have been looking at it for, I think it was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, they said they would change it, and they still haven't. So that's why I did a Muay Thai fight today with MMA gloves on. It wasn't ideal. The reffing wasn't very good, we holding on the ropes would have, never been.
Talk about that for a second. I mean, your coach, two-time world champion Stan Pederik, is in the corner, and he's begging the ref to do something.
Yeah.
You guys are just pinned against the ropes.
Yeah.
So you got reffing that wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
You've got a 3-hour. So do you have any messages? Do you have a message for the commission?
Yeah. If they cared about kickboxing and Muay Thai and the athletes in this province, they'd be supporting us instead of going against us. And that's the reason why the government took over the commission. They're supposed to make things better for athletes, not worse. And I actually came back from Thailand in 2012, with a world title for the Queen's Cup, and I had the first Muay Thai fight ever on the island with full rules, elbows, everything. And I thought I had taken a step forward. I thought, they're going to support me because I accomplished all these things. And instead, in 1 year later, I'm banned from fighting. And I feel like, wow, like, talk about stabbing your own athletes, in the back, that, they come from your homeland, and, you should be proud of what they do, and then other people could follow in my footsteps. Like, the younger group coming up, they have a chance, something to look forward to, and they kind of took that away, not only from me, but from everyone else. So.
Commission's not helping that.
No.
All right, well, enough of that. You made your point. It was a good fight, though, for the fans. I don't know if you're aware, but it was very exciting because both of you were very tactical in the first 2.5 rounds, and then laid out some hands. And you got to give Maria credit. She's a good athlete too. Yeah, she's a tough girl. So, she was really good too, because we both agreed before the fight, since we knew that it was MMA, supposed to be MMA rules, and we were both Muay Thai fighters. So we made the agreement with ourselves that if we went to the ground, we would allow each other to stand up again. So she was a real sportswoman. We both, we kept to our word, and we did the best we could with, it's nice though when you have a ref that can regulate it a little bit. It would have helped us, because we're still fighters, and adrenaline gets going, and it'd be nice, like when we're clinching on the ropes. It'd be nice if the ref came in and said, you know what, nothing's happening, break it up, get going again. Well, he didn't even need to think, because Stan was telling him that. It was like, you're going to listen to now.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's next for you?
I'm not sure totally. I guess I hope that we're probably going to do something I hope this show brings attention. I'm hoping to get as much attention about this as possible, so that, we'll go to court and make sure that the government changes it, because they've already said that they would. So now we fought Muay Thai with MMA gloves, which is more dangerous. They're not protected. They want to keep the athletes safe. They're going to bring back Muay Thai with the proper regulations, and it makes it a lot safer for both athletes, and the same with pro kickboxing. Nobody wants to wear little MMA gloves. We could have been wearing boxing gloves. We could have had proper reffing, just make it a lot safer for us, because it isn't MMA.
Well, usually anarchy is propagated by hippies and protesters who are quite soft people, but we got fighters that are anarchists right now.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. Good for you for sticking it out, and the fight could have gone the other way.
I definitely can tell you that my legs felt weaker than usual.
For sure.
It's the first I've ever had to do that. So.
Okay, well, good luck with this change in the law, and good luck with your training going forward.
Thank you so much, Chris.